Oh my goodness. Nope. No, I don't know that I've seen you spam salt bits and kill this chat. It's hilarious though. I gotta figure out how to do all the fancy stuff. Like, I don't know how to make it make alerts and noises and fun stuff like that. Like all the fancy magic stuff. No, I would not have a minute long alert. The thing is, I don't need a lot of things to make noise and like get my attention because I don't aspire to be like a full-time streamer. As long as I can stream, like I like to stream because I like to have people to chat with while I'm playing. Like as long as I have enough followers that I can average a couple people, that to me that's fun. And if I don't, that's fun too. But I have a very different goal in my streaming than Kilda does. But I also miss things in chat sometimes, so. Okay. That went horribly wrong. Oh yes, I went the wrong. Not yet. I almost went the wrong way. Nope. Yeah, and that was like half slidey, half not slidey. But the half slidey bit's saving me a couple seconds, so I'm not gonna complain too much. Gotta remember to go to the wall, not go down the hill for the transparent. You're doing fine. Your chat's fun. Okay. Nope. Oh, up here, up here. That was a very poor execution of that. And it's not snapping me in. Awesome. Okay. Always when I get a bit of war with Storm or MVX, watch if it's usually the clover or the salt. Okay. Oh no. Really? I'm gonna stay away from the wall this time. Okay, we're snapped into this one. No idea where the stairs are. Why am I not? Okay. We've also got a lot of time to save by just making sure my cursor's in the right spot. It's a lot quicker to move my mouse before I lock in than it is to move my cursor once I'm locked in. Pinback. Good. All right. If you just woke up, that's fine. Good morning. It's more like good evening. It's 6 o'clock here already. Okay, not bad. How's your standard reading? No, Pinback's almost East Coast.
Up there, you go around every hour and a half, time after time after time. You wake up usually in the mornings, and just the way that the track of your orbits go, you wake up over the Mideast, over North Africa. As you eat breakfast, you look out the window as you're going past, and there's the Mediterranean, and Greece, and Rome, and North Africa, and the Sinai, the whole area. And you realize that in one glance, that what you're seeing is what was the whole history of a man for years, the cradle of civilization. And you go around down across North Africa and out over the Indian Ocean.
Down, please.
And look
Thank
up
you.
at that great subcontinent of India, pointed down toward you as you go past it. And Ceylon off to the side, Burma, Southeast Asia, out over the Philippines, and up across that monstrous Pacific Ocean. Vast body of water. You've never realized how big that is before. And you finally come up across the coast of California and look for those friendly things. Los Angeles and Phoenix, and on across El Paso. And there's Houston. There's home. And you look, and sure enough, there's the Astrodome. And you identify with that, you know? It's an attachment. And down across New Orleans, and then looking down to the south, and there's the whole peninsula of Florida laid out. And all the hundreds of hours you spent flying across that route, down in the atmosphere, all that is friendly again. And you go out across the Atlantic
All right,
Ocean
that was fun.
and back across Africa. And you do it again, and again, and again. And that identity, that you identify with Houston, and then you identify with Los Angeles, and Phoenix, and New Orleans, and everything. And the next thing you recognize in yourself is you're identifying with North Africa. You look forward to that. You anticipate it. And there it is. That whole process begins to shift of what it is you identify with. When you go around it in an hour and a half, you begin to recognize that your identity is with that whole thing. And that makes a change.
I'm not sure what my problem is with Green 4 today. I mean, the rest of them went well.
And again and again. And you don't even see them. At that wake-up scene, the Mideast, you know there are hundreds of people killing each other over some imaginary line that you can't see. From where you see it, the thing is a whole. And it's so beautiful. And you wish you could take one from each side in hand and say, look at it from this perspective. Look at that. What's in it? And so a little later on, your friend, again those same neighbors, another astronaut, the person next to you goes out to the moon. And now he looks back and sees the Earth not as something big where he can see the beautiful details, but he sees the Earth as a small thing out there. And now that contrast between that bright blue and white Christmas tree ornament and that black sky, that infinite universe, really comes through. The size of it, the significance of it, it becomes both things. It becomes so small and so fragile, and such a precious little spot in that universe that you can block it out with your thumb. And you
You know,
realize that
bit
on that
rate
small spot, that little blue
It's a little bit
white
jagged, but it's
thing
all staying pretty
is
high.
everything that means anything to you.
And
All of
I'm
history,
not dropping any
music, and
frames.
poetry, and art, and war, and death, and birth, and love, tears, joy,
Oh,
games.
fun way to lose time
All
there.
of it is on that little spot out there that you can cover with your thumb. And you realize that that perspective, that you've changed, that there's something new there, that relationship is no longer what it was. And then you look back on the time when you were outside on
Like
the
2 hours
EVA,
ago.
and those few moments that you had the time because the camera malfunctioned, that you had the time to think about what was
I
happening.
don't know, guys. I think this is going to come
And you
down to
recall
doors.
staring out there at the
I feel like I
spectacle
might
that
be
lit
a second or two ahead.
eyes.
I might be a couple
Because now
seconds behind. I can't
You're
tell.
no longer inside something with a window looking out at a picture. Now you're out there, and what you've got around your head is a goldfish bowl, and there are no limits here. There are no frames.
About 6
There are
seconds,
no
I think, behind my
boundaries.
mountain split for my
You're
PB.
really out there, over it, floating, going 25,000 miles per hour, ripping through space, a vacuum, and there's not a sound.
This
There's
one
a
is always
silence,
a problem.
the depth of which you've never experienced before. And that silence contrasts so markedly with the scenery and the speed with which you know you're going. That contrast, the mix of those two things, really comes through. And you think about what you're experiencing and why. Do you deserve this?
No?
This fantastic experience?
Yes. Okay.
Have you earned this? in
Slow
some
but
way?
first try, so...
Are you separated out to be touched by God?
lost
to
time
have
there,
some
but not as
special
much as it could have been.
experience here that other men cannot have? You know the answer to that is no. There's nothing that you've done that deserves that earned that. It's not a special thing for you. You know very well at that moment, and it comes through to you so powerfully that you're the sensing element from man.
Might be.
You look down and see the surface of that globe that you've
Yeah.
lived on all this time, and you know all those people down there. They are like you. They are you. And somehow you represent them when you are up there. A sensing element. That point out on the
come on.
end. And that's a humbling
Color.
feeling. It's a feeling that says you have a responsibility. It's not for yourself. The eye that doesn't see does not do justice to the body. That's why it's there.
Okay.
That's why you're out.
I should get this.
And somehow you recognize that you're a piece of this total life. You're out on that
Dilly.
forefront, and you have to bring that back somehow. And that becomes a rather special responsibility.
There's no sound?
It tells you something about your relationship with this thing we call life. And when you come back, there's a difference in that world now. There's a difference in that relationship between you and that planet, and you and all those other.
Nice. Yes. That's all I was looking for was sub 19.
At dawn.
Oh, I feel like I could do so much better too.